So, OpenAI just released its latest model of ChatGPT, which is GPT 5.4. And when I saw this update, it got me thinking that most people out there are still using ChatGPT for very basic everyday things, when in reality, it's a lot more powerful than that. So, in today's video, what I decided to do is break down some of the smartest ways that you can use ChatGPT to its full potential, not just to help you in your personal life, but to also help you jumpstart an internet business. So yeah, guys, as we can see over here, this is when ChatGPT 5.4 was released, and I've been using it for the past day or so. And from what I've seen from my own experience and from what I've also seen from people online, a lot of people are excited by what it's capable of doing. It's a lot more powerful than the previous version, which is 5.2. They've improved the memory of it, the reasoning, the knowledge base, and so many other capabilities, for example, coding, image generation, document generation, and so much more. And as I said at the start of this video, a lot of people are using it when it comes to very simplistic things, e.g. asking it for a cooking recipe. And I've been building internet businesses, I would say, for the past 10 years now. And ChatGPT is one of the first things that I've come across that's definitely going to change the way that people are able to start, grow, and scale businesses. And even if you're using it to start an online business, you're probably still using it in a very basic way. For example, there's many people out there that are using ChatGPT when it comes to having a conversation and just doing basic research. A lot of people are using it like it's a business therapist. Now, there's another layer to it when it comes to people that are using it in the realm of online business, that they're using it when it comes to creating a sellable digital product. And this is not a bad way to go. Of course, if you're able to use ChatGPT when it comes to building either some sort of Excel spreadsheet, maybe some sort of presentation, you're going to be able to now package that up in a certain way where you can sell it as a low ticket digital product. So this is definitely a great use case of using ChatGPT. The level above that is using it when it comes to creating some sort of basic HTML app. If you didn't know, within the regular ChatGPT interface or within Codex, you're actually able to create fully functional apps that people are going to use. Now, a lot of these apps are going to be primarily built using HTML, which means it's going to be basic. But nevertheless, these basic apps can still be monetized in a number of different ways, whether that's through AdSense or maybe using it when it comes to direct monetization. I've got another video coming out about that real soon, so be sure to subscribe, hit the bell notification so that you don't miss it. But one of the highest forms, or one of the best ways of being able to use the power of ChatGPT when it comes to building an internet business, I would say, is to integrate it into some sort of AI app. And this is what I want to show you how to do in today's video. I would definitely say that this is one of the smartest ways of using ChatGPT. If you're able to build an app that you know people want to use, people are searching for, and you integrate ChatGPT directly into it, you're going to be able to power the app in a way where it's going to be customized, it's going to be perfect for the end user, and it's also going to have a valuable aspect to it that people will be willing to pay for. So I'm going to break down step by step exactly how you can build your very first app using ChatGPT, any one of the different models. You can also use the latest model of ChatGPT as well. But the goal of today's video is to keep it very simple, straight to the point, so that straight after this video, you're going to have a fully functional app that you're going to be able to start advertising so that you can start receiving payments. But jumping straight into it, one of the first steps that you're going to need to take is to figure out exactly what apps people are searching for, an app that you'll be happy to build and run yourself. So there's other ways of doing research, but I would say if you're able to figure out what thousands of people around the world are searching for when it comes to them looking for a solution for a problem that is going to match the app they're going to build, I would say that this is going to be the perfect match. So to figure this out, you can go onto this tool over here called Digital Maker AI, and you can ask the chat feature a basic question. All I'm going to do is give it this prompt. I'm going to say, can you give me the top 10 AI app niches that people are searching for right now? And as you can see, I'm using the highest model of Digital Maker AI, which is the Plus 5.0. This is the premium version. It's going to come back with the best answer. So I'm just going to click on enter. Okay, there we go. So it's now come back with all of these different high demand AI apps that we're going to be able to build. So we've got things like AI slide deck presentation maker, we've got social media content studio, so on and so forth. But I'm going to take a look at this one over here, which is AI travel itinerary planner. Everyone loves to travel, and I would say that there's a lot of basic travel itinerary planners out there that maybe don't have AI integrated into it. But for the fact that people might be searching for travel planners that have AI, this could be a perfect opportunity. So what I'm going to do is just copy it just like that. And then what I'm going to do is just head over to Google Trends. I'm going to paste in there like that. I'm going to change this to worldwide. I'm also going to change this to the past 5 years. Okay, right there, as you guys can see, ever since 2021, no one was searching for an AI travel itinerary planner, but ever since 2023, I would say mainly in 2025, more and more people have gone onto Google to search for this, which means that if I'm able to vibe code an MVP, get it built, get it up and running as soon as possible, people are going to be able to maybe start using it straight away if I do the right things to get it ranked in the Google search results, and of course using other social media tactics. And for those of you wondering, what is my recommended way for you to build a serious app that you can integrate something like ChatGPT directly into it? I would say Horizons is going to be a good option. Now there's so many different ones out there that you can use. You can use Google Anti-Gravity, Google AI Studio, the list goes on, but this is one that I personally use myself. And so far, I've not really had any issues with it. So I'm going to leave a link down below as well as a coupon code if you want to try it out. And all you need to do once you get to this point is just give it the prompt for what you're trying to build. Now, Horizons is really good when it comes to you just entering in something short and sweet. It's going to know exactly what you want to build. And then from there, you can now go back and forth when it comes to making it perfect. But if you want to give it the best prompt possible from the very beginning, I would recommend to go back over to Digital Maker AI. You guys already know that with this tool, you're going to be able to go over to the prompt builder on the left-hand side. As you can see, we've got all of these different tools that you can use when it comes to building a custom prompt. But the one that we're going to use today is, of course, Horizon. So you're just going to select it like that. And what it's going to do is that it's going to take you through a series of different questions. Now, I've shown you this in the past if you're a returning viewer, but this tool always changes when it comes to the structure and the format of the questions. So we're going to go through it together, and I'm going to point out some very important things and the reason why I'm selecting some of the answers. So let's start off with one of the first questions, which is what type of web app do you want to build? So of course, we are looking to build this travel planner, and it's not going to be one of the options, as you can see. So what you need to do if you're in this situation is just click on something else and just enter it in there just like that. Then click on next. Who is this going to be for? I would say it's going to be for people that are looking to travel. So I'm just going to type in travelers, click on next. What problem should this app help people solve? So I'm going to be quite detailed. You can pause the screen, take a look at exactly what it says, but I'm basically just telling Digital Maker AI that I want to make a prompt that's going to create an app when it comes to helping people plan out a trip in terms of day 1, day 2, so on and so forth. Restaurants, fun things that they can do, just basic holiday stuff. So I'm just going to click on next. What should the user input for them to get results from this app? It's going to be primarily text or description. So we're going to go with that. What should the app show the user after they click the button or click confirmation? I'm going to say that it should show them a summary or report style, or I would say this one's probably better, a clear what to do next suggestion. So you can select any one of these. If you can't find it, again, just click on something else, click on next. And the final question is the ideal color scheme. So I'm just going to go with white, blue, and yellow to go with the similar colors of booking.com. And then we're just going to click on generate prompt. Okay, perfect. So there we go. It's come back with the full prompt. You can save it by clicking on this if you want to have it as a download. But what you can do is just click on copy full prompt. And you can go directly to Horizons by clicking into it over here. And then it may take you through the sign up process for you to create an account. But once you've created your account, this is the interface that you're going to see. So once over here, what we need to do is just paste the prompt in there just like that. So as you can see, it's got all of the information, and I'm just going to click on enter. And there we go, guys. As you can see, Horizons is now building everything out. So the way that Horizons works, for those of you that may have not seen it before, it's literally building out this app. It's coding everything. You can see it in the background right there. It's creating all the files. It's creating everything that it needs to have for it to function in the way that it needs to. The reason why Horizons was created is because there's people out there that want to be able to build apps, but maybe they're not coders, maybe they're not developers, but you're going to be able to communicate with Horizons using plain English. And on the back end, it's going to be able to action everything using lines of code. So it's definitely a revolutionary tool. Again, I use it myself for various different apps that I'm building right now. And I found it to be super easy when it comes to using it. So I'm going to let it do its thing. It's probably going to take a couple minutes, maybe 5-10 minutes Depending on how big your app is, it's going to take slightly longer, but it's not going to take hours and hours. It's just going to be a few minutes, but whatever the case is, I'm going to be back straight away as soon as it's done. And there we go, guys. As you can see, it's now come back with the first draft of the app, and I'll definitely say that this looks pretty decent. Let me just make it full screen so we can get a better look. So far, I would say that it looks professional. I'm just going to enter some information. I'm just going to say that I want to travel to London for 5 days for 2 people. And as we can see, it's now come back with the structure of how the app is going to look. Now, bear in mind that Horizons, when building it, just put mock data. It's not actual data that is going to be beneficial to the end user. They've done this so that you can see exactly how it looks. If you want to change anything, you're going to be able to do that. But bear in mind, this entire video is how you can build an app and integrate it with AI. So once you've got to this point, if you're following along, this is great. You can make any changes to the design. You can make any changes to the functionality of it. But in this case, I would say that everything looks good. The only thing that I need to do from here is integrate this app with ChatGPT so that it's going to be the engine that's going to power it in the background. But firstly, what I need to do is go over to Horizons and just give it this information. So as you can see, I'm just telling it that I want to make a change to this app so that when someone generates a travel plan, it's going to come back with data that's going to be powered using my OpenAI API key. I wanted to have the exact same design, but the only difference is that the replies are going to be powered by ChatGPT's latest model. And I want it to also come back with AI analysis for each day as well. Now, the reason why this is powerful when it comes to this app that I'm building is because if I'm integrating an AI tool like ChatGPT to power it in the background, it's going to be so much more better when it comes to giving the user specific places to go to, actual addresses, and tailor-made instructions based on the entries that they entered on the first page. You're going to see exactly how this works in a moment as soon as we're done. So from this point, what I'm going to do is just give this to Horizons, and it's going to now start coding out the background, making sure that everything is ready for my OpenAI API key. And right there, as you guys can see, it's instantly come back, letting me know that I should give it my API key so that it can store it in the background. And for those of you that are new to all of this and you're not really sure of exactly what an API key is, it's going to be the thing that's going to communicate your ChatGPT with your app. And every single time someone calls your API key, e.g. uses it on your app, it's going to charge a small amount. For you to set all of this up, you just need to go over to platform.openai.com, create an account. As you can see, this is my account over here. I've got a balance of around $18. So every single time someone uses one of my apps, it's going to bring this amount down bit by bit, but you're also able to set up something called auto recharge as well. So you never have to panic and worry that people are going to use your app and it's going to go all the way down to zero and your app isn't going to function. As long as you've added your payment method, you've added your credit card, your debit card, whichever one you want, and you've also set up auto recharge, everything is going to work automatically. And to get your API key, it's not difficult to do. Once you've created your OpenAI account, you're just going to click on API keys on the left-hand side. I'm just going to type in Travel Planner Pro for the name, just so that I can remember it. I'm going to select the default project. And right there, as you can see, this is my key. I'm just going to copy it. I'm also going to blur it out, of course. I'm going to paste it directly into Horizons and click on enter. And after 5 minutes or so, as you can see, it's now integrated OpenAI directly into my app and it should work straight away. So we're going to test it out right now. Let's see how efficient it is. I'm just going to make it full screen. So when the user lands on it, this is what they're going to see. From here, I'm just going to type in London. So let's go with that. I'm going to go with, I don't know, 5 days, again for 2 people. And I'm going to click on use AI powered planning and then click on generate itinerary. So this time, as you can see, it's taking slightly longer to generate because it's not mock data. It's actually connecting to ChatGPT. It's getting all the information using the custom prompt in the background of my Horizons account. So I'm going to give it a few seconds. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. And there we have it, guys. It's come back with the London travel plan for 2 people for 5 days, and it's broken it down, and we can see that it's done it in day 1, day 2, day 3, and the rest of the days. But what's really interesting, if we take a look at day 1, instantly we can tell, comparing it to the mock data, that this is obviously customized and ChatGPT done a good job. So it's broken it down in terms of the time. It's also given the person exactly where they need to go in terms of the address. And it's also letting them know the hours that it's opened as well as the admission price. So this is something I didn't even tell ChatGPT to do, but with Horizons and ChatGPT together, it's been able to figure it out. So if we go over to the afternoon, again, it's given the user exactly where they should go and the time and date, everything they need to do. In the evening, it's given the person where they can go to eat as well as the address. And I'm sure that you guys get the point, as to how this works when it comes to building an app and using ChatGPT when it comes to the engine behind it. And to be honest with you guys, I'm actually blown away by what it's been able to do, because if I wanted to launch this, make it go live, which I'm going to be able to do by clicking on publish in the top right hand corner, I'm going to be able to do that. I'm going to be able to get a completely free domain as well. Of course, this is with Horizons. They've got a special deal right now where you're able to get a discount. You're able to get your custom domain. But in addition to that, the beauty of this app is that you can monetize something like this in so many different ways. If I wanted to monetize it, let's say by doing a partnership with some sort of popular travel company, e.g. there's companies out there like booking.com where you can sign up to something called an affiliate program. From there, they're going to give you links so that when someone clicks into any of the links, you're going to be able to earn something called a commission. So that's one way that you can go. You can also monetize it by, let's say, building some sort of travel digital product. So whenever someone generates any one of these different plans, there's going to be a link that's going to appear. It's going to prompt the user to purchase the digital product that's going to be applicable to what they're searching. All of this can be coded with the help of Horizons. You don't need to know coding. You don't need to be a developer. You don't need to stress yourself out with any of that. As long as you've got the right idea, you're going to be able to use Horizons as your AI assistant. But yeah, guys, for the most part, I would say that those are the key things that you need to know when it comes to building an AI app as a beginner using ChatGPT. Especially now with this latest model, GPT 5.4, the app that you're going to build is going to be a lot more powerful than a lot of the apps that are currently running right now, because most of them are still using the older models. And bear in mind, guys, that everything I just showed you, I'm not saying that it's going to be straightforward, it's going to be easy. Of course, yes, you can use AI tools like Horizons when it comes to speeding up the process. And of course, yes, you can use ChatGPT to help you when it comes to just making things run in a professional way, but you still need to make sure that you're consistent with it. Make sure that you're consistent when it comes to understanding your app, understanding exactly what the user is going to go through. Also making sure that you're building an actual business around it, and you're not just doing it for the sake of showing your friends and showing your family, but you've got an actual plan. What that means is making sure that you're on top of your email marketing, your social media, you're making sure that the app even works as it should, always testing it out, testing out all of the different features. If you're able to be consistent with it, you're able to treat it like an actual business, and you don't give up at the first obstacle, before you know it, you're going to have an app that's going to generate income in a way that you could never imagine. But yeah, guys, I would definitely say that that is one of the smartest ways of being able to use ChatGPT when it comes to starting up an internet-based business. If you've enjoyed this video, you've learned anything, you got any sort of value from it, don't forget to press the like button. I really appreciate that. Don't forget to subscribe as well. Hit the bell notification so that YouTube can let you know once a new video has been released. Also check out the description when it comes to getting the discount with Horizons, one of the best tools when it comes to building a custom app, as well as the link to Digital Maker AI when it comes to helping you build the best prompt that's going to help you build the best app possible. And if you wanted to watch another YouTube video that I made not too long ago, where I show you some other interesting ways that you can use the latest model of ChatGPT, methods that I didn't speak about in this video, you're going to be able to watch that by clicking the link right there. Check that out straight after this. That video has helped out countless people, and I'm sure if you're able to watch it from the very start all the way to the very end, it's going to be able to help you out as well. But as always, guys, I'm going to catch you on that next video. Make sure you stay safe out there. Peace.